Today's video is going to teach you some ways that you can be successful in class, starting with first, expectations. Each and every day, do your best to stay focused. This includes wearing your headphones to keep out background noises and keep you from being distracted by other people, and doing your work when you're supposed to be doing your work. Show respect. We'll spend a lot of time focusing on not only showing respect, but how you can earn respect as well. Working towards mastery. Each and every lesson, you'll want to make sure that you are paying attention and focusing on the lesson, taking complete and accurate notes, doing your best so that when it comes time to take that mastery check, you're able to pass that on the first try. Second part of expectations is for communication. If I am working with someone else and you need help, here are some ways that you can get the help that you need. Ask 3 before me. So this includes a classmate or 2. If the first person you go to can't help you or doesn't know the answer, go to a second person. Ask a student at the Genius Bar. The Genius Bar is students who are on pace or slightly ahead of pace. So those are good resources if you were struggling on a particular concept or have a question about a particular topic. If our class has a pair, you can always ask him or her. Then you can ask me. Some tips for success in class. These are some habits that you should develop. Be a good listener, visually and verbally. This includes using your headphones and watching and listening to the video. Watching what's happening on the screen, making sure that you're keeping up with accurate notes, listening so that you make sure that you don't miss any important details. And the second half is to be responsible. Each class period, you want to update your progress checker to make sure that you are keeping up with where you are so that I know where you're at, and I also know which students are behind pace, on pace, or on pace, and those students who can also be assigned to be our class geniuses. Make sure you're using your class time wisely so that you can stay on pace. Good student behavior on the left-hand column are things that you want to focus on doing. Participating, listening, being respectful, being on time, putting in your effort, your best effort, not just an effort. Keeping your hands to yourself. Sometimes this includes feet if you're sitting in a desk where the desk in front of you has a shelf that you can put your feet on. Some people don't like that, so try and keep your hands and your feet to yourself and make sure you have all the supplies that you need to be successful. If you run out of supplies or you've lost your supplies or forgot them in another class, I do have resources in our supply station if you do happen to need something that you don't have. Helpful resources. Your peers. If you have questions, ask a classmate. It does not have to be your friend, but it could be somebody that you feel comfortable talking to or asking a question or working with in a partner situation. Sometimes in small groups of 3 are also acceptable. I am a good resource. If you have questions, you can always ask 3 before me, make an arrangement to meet with me. If I'm not with somebody at the moment, nobody else needs help with anything, you can always just approach me or raise your hand. We'll go over all those procedures and expectations as the year goes by. Another good resource is a paraprofessional. Those are kind of like teaching assistants. Some classes have them, some classes don't. If you happen to be in a class that has a para, that person is always a great resource. And your Genius Bar experts. These people will change throughout the course of a lesson or a unit. These people are students that are ahead of pace or on pace, that have done quality work and are comfortable with helping students who are behind. And how can I support you if you have questions? First thing you can do to advocate for yourself, to help yourself answer your questions before you have to reach out to me, is refer back to the assignment instructions back in Teams. Make sure you're following all of the steps. If you have followed all the steps and you still have questions, perhaps review the lesson video. Maybe the answer to your question is in there if it's about the topic. If it's something outside of the lesson, ask classmates the procedure or the answer to the question. Then, of course, you can ask me. I'm looking forward to a great school year with you. If you ever have any questions and you are not in class at the moment, feel free to email me anytime. Talk to me at passing period between classes or before or after school. Have a great one.